Something about. Ooh, child. What does it say? Are we?
Y'all like, what? Wait, you see what? Woo! We so
Oh
funny.
Lord,
Oh
it's
my
hot
God.
in here too.
Why we look orange?
I don't know. Your thing is off. Hey y'all, I can't. Hey, come on in here, y'all. This is gonna be a hot topic today.
Come on into the room. Y'all see what I got? Y'all know it's gonna be on.
I need
today.
a fan. Like I'm so sorry. Somebody gonna go get a fan.
You know they can't have two menopausal
Like
women
for
sitting
real, it
here.
is hot up in
wrong
here
with
with these
it?
lights.
And these
on too.
lights, camera, action.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Today is Fun Friday as always. I hope you've missed us. We've missed being here. It is TNT time.
We've been gone for 2 weeks.
I know. You had a funeral and I know.
Sorry.
Life be life.
Prayers.
You know
Life
what
be
I'm saying?
lifing hard.
Life be lifing.
Yeah,
and
it's
when
like
that happens, I mean, you got to be prayerful and you just got to keep it.
Girl, I
am
have
like
on-
melting.
No, you know what? I had to. Oh yeah, you so.
I need a fan right here.
You having a flash?
No, it's hot up in here.
You having a?
We should have vetted.
about
Oh,
them hot flashes. Oh my
You gotta
God.
turn down the air and
But
get a
like
fan.
you just said, life be life.
Yeah.
And honey, I had to pretty much just wear knee pads. I had to stay on my knees.
Oh, ooh, I'm
I
glad you
had to
clarified that.
literally stay in prayer, girl.
That's what I thought you said. I know.
You
I
see
know.
where her mind
No,
is?
no, it's not.
She's sweating
No,
for a
it's
whole
not.
nother reason. You just hot. As my mom used to say, you fast.
No, that ain't it. Believe me,
Swift.
that ain't it.
I know
that
it,
ain't
I know
it
it.
at all. That
You
ain't
be
it.
getting the fan?
Yeah, she's gonna have to get a fan in 1 second.
These lights
Okay,
are
so for
hot.
real, let's see. Thank you guys for joining in. Hey James, how are you this Friday? It is Fun
Hey.
Friday.
Oh my God! Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for my people there on TikTok. I can't see. Can you see? You can't see.
Oh Lord, I'm having a meltdown.
You know what? Did y'all see this? Sis, you just leaned out like, oh my God.
What is this? Okay, hey y'all, we got my glasses on now. Listen, hey
Oh
Abdul,
my God.
hey Libby, thank you guys for joining us today. It's Fun Friday.
I'm just going to go like this. We got 4 cameras going.
Ew.
God dang it, my sister. Oh my gosh, you are sweating.
I'm having a meltdown, y'all, because it's got to be 100 degrees up in here, and the topic
You
is
see?
hot.
You know what?
But at least I look dewy.
you do.
Yeah, like
You
I
so
said,
dewy. But you know what? I'm sitting here like I'm literally flabbergasted because
you
you
gonna
broke
turn down
out.
the air though.
This shows you're healthy.
I
You
am
see, and they're
healthy.
probably like, Tina, you not sweating. Hey, Daryl. Hey. I don't sweat.
Okay, y'all,
That's
for
not
real,
healthy
this
at
is
all.
going to be a good topic today. A lot of people
Hey.
that have reached out to us are dealing with this. Is your man in his soft girl era? Let's talk about that a little bit.
You know, I'm gonna be quiet because y'all know I blame everything on
What you blaming it on now?
current administration. But I blame
So Trump
everything.
is the cause for men.
I
getting-
blame everything on this current administration. Everything. Tina, it's raining. I said, this current administration.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh, I
You
got
got a flat tire. The current
The
administration.
current administration.
I blame everything on the current administration.
But you know what? People are dealing with, we've heard it before. We've been deemed as alpha women. Men have been saying, hey, we think you're alpha, but we're like, wait a minute now, that's not us because we handle business, because we know what we're doing. That's crazy, right?
I told you, there's no such thing as a alpha female. There's not.
Is
Get that out your
there such a
vocabulary.
thing as a man in his soft girl era, though?
I ain't touching that.
I think we have to. This is what people have written in about. Y'all, when you hear these topics, y'all gonna understand what we're saying today.
You gonna read yours first?
I can do it.
Y'all,
Okay, y'all.
we love getting letters. We love getting letters. Now, remember, we're not relationship experts.
We are not.
We're just 2 women having a good time on Friday.
And it's Fun Friday, so why wouldn't we?
I know, right?
Okay, y'all, for real. Let me get my glasses out
Got
because
you
this right here.
Oh my God, you stopped sweating. Did you just like?
I know. I'm good, baby.
You good? She on it.
All right, TNT.
Hey,
Did you say hi to everybody? Say hi to
I
everybody.
can't even see. I need to get some.
Hey, Curtis. Hey, guys. Hey, listen, y'all. This is
Hey,
going down
Willie.
today, so let's talk about it. TNT, I need to get something off my chest because honestly, I'm tired.
Hey, Miss Collins.
Not just long day at work tired. I mean, I'm soul tired. Carrying this relationship on my back tired. I don't know when it happened, but somehow I became the man and the woman in this relationship. I'm the one making decisions, handling responsibilities, solving problems, and holding everything together. Meanwhile, you're over there worried about vibes.
He in touch with his feminine side.
Well, she says, I pay the bills, I fix things around the house, I make plans, I carry the heavy groceries, and you're over here asking me what color you should get your nails done before your self-care day.
Back up. Is this from a woman or a man? I can't get what she said.
She says, I don't mind a man being in touch with his
Uh-oh.
emotions,
Oh my God, this from a
but
woman.
baby,
Hey, Jersey boy.
why am I the one reassuring you all the time? Why do I have to be the strong one while you're over here acting like a damsel in distress because someone's looking at you funny at Starbucks? She's talking about her man. I need a man, not a passive, indecisive, oversensitive passenger in my life. I need someone who leads, who protects, who makes me feel like I can lean on him instead of carrying him. So here's the deal. Either you step up or I'm stepping out, because at this point, I don't know if I'm dating a boyfriend or adopting a grown child. Oh my God, people got silent up in here. Somebody said, my Lord. Let's talk about this.
Hey, Earl.
Like, for real.
Oh
Let's.
my God. Hey, you guys. I wish I could see y'all over there. I can't read that far.
That's okay. That's
I
okay.
just-
Thank you
I'm
for
so
joining
sorry.
in today.
Thank
Y'all, we're talking
you.
about is this, are men in their soft girl era, and is that a thing? And should it be a thing? And if it is, should we be concerned about it?
Yeah.
Just
And why do you
just
think that
over
is,
reference showers. Oh, you know what? Thank you for tuning in. I guess you have to turn around and see. You have to stay around and see. Don't even go. She can't see it. Oh Lord, she go into a different mode.
You know, when people get on there being tacky, I get triggers.
But you know what? That's
It's okay.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. But
God
for
is
this,
good.
somebody needs to hear this,
They
because
do.
we talk a lot
Hey,
of stuff about
Tate.
what's a man. Is it okay for a man to be in touch with his emotions? I say
It is,
absolutely.
It is. I think, but there's a fine line between being in touch with your emotions and being too soft.
So let's talk about
Like
it. Is
Charmin
this
soft.
man too soft?
Based on, I mean, she said this brother is worried about. I'm assuming it's a brother. I don't know. It might not be. I'm just calling him a brother in general, like my brother and sister in Christ. This brother is worried about the color of his nails. That's what she said. First of all, I'm not marrying a man that's getting his nails painted. Sorry.
Okay, so it's okay though for a man to get a manicure.
Oh, I love it. Tate said, yeah, too many men trying to be a bad B. Ooh. I didn't know. I read it. Tate.
Do you know somebody like that, Tate? Because this is a real phenomenon that is going on.
What do you think it started? Do you think it started when men started dressing like women on TV or something? I mean, what happened? You know what bothers me? You say that when we do
I need you
it,
to get
there's
some glasses.
reparations. Reparations? Yeah, we're not getting no reparations. You still waiting for your 40 acres of the view. It's not going to happen.
Go ahead now. What were you gonna say?
It's not going to happen.
No.
No, I'm saying that it's like we are making them. What, for one thing, I'm a single mom. Mm-hmm. Raised two boys, and I'm telling you. Yes,
Hey,
it is
Lafayette.
really sad.
Thank you for joining in.
Hey. Is
I'm ready for you to buy a
Lafayette
house.
on
You ready to buy a house yet?
there? Is that my Lafayette?
No.
Okay,
Go
my
on
son
now.
named Lafayette,
Hey,
too.
no, we're not gonna invite nobody today. Wait a minute until we know
like
you
I
for
said,
a
I raised
second.
two boys. And both of my boys, I'm going to tell you now, and women, don't come for me, you may disagree, but I say a woman
y'all.
cannot
Thank you on the TT
raise
podcast.
a man. You
Oh,
can't.
let's talk about that.
You
because-
can't.
So-
I'm sorry. I have raised my boys to be respectful, mannerable. There are certain things only a man, I believe, only a man can teach them.
So, in your situation, what did you do for your boys to make sure they had that masculine male in their life? You understand
Got
what
them
I'm saying?
around, like, got them around men that could be role models, like my uncles. Or
Sounds good.
Gabriel's had a great opportunity. Lafayette was raised by my late husband, so he was up to 14. But Gabriel didn't have that same thing. So that's what it was for me, just getting around strong models. And I'm learning, you guys. I don't think Gabriel learned how to probably pump gas till he was like 14.
Why? 'Cause
That's
you
on
didn't-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
'cause I
you
didn't.
admit you
I
did
admit
not.
it.
You were not. I'm not saying equipped, but you knew you needed to get them in
Yes.
front of more men.
Yes.
To bring out the masculinity in them.
Yes.
Because being raised by just you exclusively.
There
are things that you can't teach
It's
them.
the things I can't
Yeah.
teach them. So let's
Yeah.
take this as an example. Give you a good example. I remember my boys used to be playing and they would fall. The first thing I would do is like, oh my God, I'm gonna get my baby. And my husband's like, wait, stop. He's a boy.
Let him.
Boy, get up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't do that. We coddle them and oh my God. And the other thing I would tell you this, I noticed with my kids when we were potty training them. It was one of my, I can't remember, I think it was my oldest. We had to teach him to stand up to use the bathroom because he got to sit down because he saw mommy sit down. You know what I mean?
All right. So someone says, please describe a man to you so we can be on the same page. So this is what she says here. She says, I need a man, not passive, indecisive, oversensitive passenger in my life. I need someone who leads, who protects, who makes me feel like I can lean on him instead of carrying him.
The only thing she got was pray. That's what I need first of all. A man that know how to pray. You need to know how to talk to the
Well,
Lord.
you got to have a relationship with Christ.
You
Number
got
one.
to have a relationship.
Absolutely.
Hey,
I thought you were
Kim.
referring to this person right here.
Oh no, I think he's asking us.
Oh,
to describe
us. Oh, I'm sorry.
What it is to us.
So, did that
That's
answer?
it. That's it, Miss Hart. She said exactly. Kids go by what they see, not what they hear. That's exactly right. That's it.
So are you thinking in this era that some men now, because they've never had, the black community, we'll talk about the black community, a lot of them are raised by single moms, right? And didn't have men in their life to show them how to quote unquote be a man.
I hate to say it, but
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and I think that's why you have such a breakdown, because when we took the black man out of the home and out of our kids' lives,
they took.
well,
Wait a minute now.
The government. I'm
Oh,
not
Lord.
part of it. And I
The
blame
government?
it. And y'all know what I say. I blame everything on this current administration. Okay? So when the current administration took the black man, I blame everything on this current administration. When they took the black man out of the home, that's when you start to see the breakdown in our family.
I
And
understand.
then you have...
Do you think it started from slavery when they separated?
Oh, girl,
so
yes.
we've had a whole segment on that before
Yeah,
about
this brother,
how.
whoever was saying,
Yeah.
yes. Reparations.
Thank you for the gifts today. We appreciate you so much, and thank you for tuning in today. Today again is Fun Friday. Sometimes we talk about things that are fun, but sometimes we talk about things that are very serious.
And it's serious.
And it's seriously an issue
is.
if men are operating in where they're what's this called, the girl
It's soft girl era.
soft girl era. What the what?
Soft, it's part of that whole soft lines. Okay, I got a question. Would you date a man if he came out, took you to dinner, and he had fingernail polish on his fingernails?
So let's talk about that, because is it fingernail polish? Is it clear? Like what are we talking about here? Because
I'm talking about ruby red. And
it's
just like, y'all, let me tell you this. When did the NBA
we talked about it earlier.
a runway show?
Krista says
These
nope.
good dudes are showing up.
So let's talk about
They
it.
got on skirts.
They do. They have on skirts.
And a
They have
purse.
on makeup. They have on.
What's a man bag? You know what a man bag is?
Could
You know
I
my
tell us
grandma-
what that is?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. My grandma called it a pocketbook.
For a man?
It's a pocketbook. They call
Is
it
that like
man
a
bag,
merce?
but it's
Is that a merce?
It's not
Is there a merce?
Girl, there's no such thing. They quit making all these words. It's a pocketbook.
So ruby red, I'm gonna say no. But if a man takes care of himself and gets a manicure,
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
You're good with the clear?
I'm good with the
You're good with the clear? Or get a manicure with no clear? What
Especially
are you
if the man,
saying?
it works. No. Some of these dudes have on black fingernail polish. I've seen dude with black fingernail polish. Or he got this pinky one finger. I'm like, what's the point of that? You got one nail painted, sir, please. Akim just said a man needs to see a man.
Exactly.
And he needs to see a man not wearing a skirt.
That's facts. So do you think because society has really, they're now glorifying homosexuality and transgender, they're glorifying those things. Do you think people are saying, well, I'm just more in tune with my feelings and therefore this is how I
think a lot of these, when I see young kids that are dressing, like I saw a little boy, he couldn't be more than 3 or 4, and his mom had him in a full-fledged, like a tutu, and I'm thinking, this little boy, seriously, I know y'all seen TikTok, and I'm like, this little boy doesn't even know who he is. Why are you teaching him? Because you teaching him that, hey, it's okay for you to wear this tutu. I remember back in the day when me and my brother used to play, my dad would have a cow. If my brother was playing with me and my dolls, he would come in there and say, Shirley, get that doll away from that boy. You just didn't do that. And it's nothing. You guys, don't get me wrong. I judge
men
anybody.
chime in a little bit. In your
Somebody
experience,
said, I saw that happen. That's right. It's learned behavior. Listen. You love who you love, be who you want to be. But I think in some instances, some of these young people, they don't know. And they're forcing it on them. I'm all for someone being who they are.
Absolutely.
But you let them organically morph into that. You don't shove it down their throat. And I think some of these parents are shoving this thing down their kids' throats.
So D Blacklisted, we appreciate your comment. Yes, a lot of women are forced and let's say it, because men
They
have
are.
stepped away from
They are.
their role as a father in these scenarios, and so
Yeah.
the women are just doing the best that they can.
They're doing the best that they can, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I think when you are blessed
Mm-hmm.
and you meet a gentleman, what we have to learn to do is to step back
Who?
and
Whoa,
get
whoa,
back
whoa.
into our feminine energy and not think that we have to be the boss and run the.
You're talking about our
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So women, let's talk about that. When you are dating someone, do you feel like you've got to step up if you quote unquote feel he's not? Because
He's not.
so what are you saying? You're saying that women need to step back down, get more
Yeah.
into their femininity
Right,
role.
yes.
Yeah.
Give him an opportunity. Now, I don't know if she's done that in this case, but at least give the man an opportunity to, you know what I mean, step up and be the man.
So let me ask you this: in this
and not put your mouth on him.
but hold on. In this scenario, she has not done that. She is just observing his behavior, and she's questioning, like, where you at? You are too.
Did she say something to do?
She didn't say that. I don't know. I think
Did men step away or did the government? Yeah, you're right. That's it.
what?
Mr. Starr said, did men step away or did the government? Yeah, they did it. This current
Oh,
administration.
y'all gonna blame this on the government?
Girl, it's the current administration.
If y'all don't quit, now y'all better get yourself together. Everything ain't the government. Some people are just trying to be who they are, and they're confused.
Well, I'm tell you what.
What?
This is what gets me. When you up there and you see a young woman going to work, and this burns my goat, y'all.
Okay, let's talk about it.
She going to work, and this brother pulling up, and he dropping her off at work. Where are you going, sir? Are you going to punch somebody's
come on
clock?
Now, I'm gonna blame her. Why is she with someone that don't have a job?
Maybe because she thinks that's the best she can do.
Well, then she needs to a reassessment.
Amen,
okay,
sister.
Okay. Because here's the situation. She has a choice. She has a choice right here. She has a choice. She should talk to him if she.
Exactly.
In my opinion, she should. You should be. If you're in a
What's her name? Oh,
relationship,
she ain't put her name in
she
there.
just said with love and a whole lot of frustration was what she said.
Don't talk to us, baby. You need to talk to your man. Or your girlfriend. Whichever one. I'm just saying.
So
Hey, she said it, I didn't.
So with love and frustrated, I say that if you're why'd you pick him? Why are y'all together? How did you even connect? And what attracted you to him in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened to that?
Oh, that's a good point.
What happened?
Well, he may not have been like that when she met him. Or, you know what, sometimes I think it is. I think that as we are in relationships, we grow. Mm-hmm. We grow and we change.
Greg
good
says he
point.
steps away from red flags, disrespect, and drama. Amen to that. Because if you choose, you get to choose.
I don't even like to watch drama on TV. I do not. Hey, Marvin, look at Marvin. Say hi to Marvin.
Hey, Marvin. Thank you for joining in on Fun Friday.
Let's see, Georgia. Marvin's joining us from Georgia.
You're in Georgia. Well,
He's in
hey,
Georgia.
ooh, are you in Atlanta, Georgia? Because there's a lot of men in Atlanta operating in their soft girl era. That's just facts now. I'm not
He
lying.
said, good afternoon, right?
Y'all already know that. Atlanta. When I lived in
There's
Atlanta,
nothing wrong with being in touch. You want a man that's soft, but you want one that also can. You can say, baby, get on in that bedroom. You want one of them too.
yeah, it's a necessity. Okay, let's see.
I like when you try to say that real fast.
I'm Gen X. I wasn't raised like then. Men left for work at 4 a.m. The man did not drop the woman off. Hello. What happened to that
He's
though?
in Atlanta and it's a mess here.
It's a hot mess.
That's why they call it Hot Atlanta. Don't they call that place Hot Atlanta? There's a reason they call it Hot Atlanta.
I'm really disturbed by a lot of stuff that that's on TV now. Like, it's just like they're making it normal. Like how this is
not
normal.
normal.
And it's really challenging to watch things, to participate in things, to even watch a commercial sometimes.
There's a reason why they call it television programming. Because you are, and this is coming from somebody that is a marketing major, I think you are too.
Yes.
You know this. It's programming. They are programming you. It's the reason why when your kids see that little arches, McDonald's.
Yeah.
They're programming you. And I think that
It's
that's
a trick
the
of the
problem.
enemy. It's a trick of the enemy.
It is a trick of the enemy.
And we are in the last days. We're Christians, so we're going to talk about Jesus. We're going to talk about from a biblical aspect, if it's applicable. And this is really biblical.
Yeah, it's this current administration.
Yes. Well, it is biblical.
Yeah.
All right, so what we got next up, y'all?
Woo. Okay. Dear Tanika and Tina, don't get me wrong. I love a man. Yes, girl. We all do.
Got the man, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we love him too.
We love him.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Praise God.
On.
Who is emotionally intelligent, but at
Absolutely.
this point, I feel like I'm dating a brunch loving, gossip spilling, sage burning. Now watch that sage. I'm talking about that.
That's different
Soft
from
life.
candles, though, right?
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
No bird sage.
But candles are good.
Okay, soft life enthusiast instead of a man who knows how to lead, protect, and handle business. What is wrong with all the poor women?
Oh.
Let me give y'all some examples.
We need them.
He's always in his feelings. Like if I make a joke, he gets quiet and he hits me with, "You hurt my feelings."
He said that to her?
Yep. He lets me make all the decisions.
Wait a
where to
minute.
go, what to
Everything?
eat,
All-
how to pay the bills.
Uh-oh.
He sits there like a guest in our relationship.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he's too scared to handle man things.
Mm.
I asked him to check a noise under my car, and he looked at me and asked me, "Can I call a mechanic?"
He refused to look.
He didn't even look. He's more into self-care than me. Y'all, this man takes longer to get ready than I do. I dated one of those.
How'd that work out for you?
You know, I'm single. I'm single, right? So that tell you how it worked
I'm
out.
just saying.
There you go. He said he books facials and have the nerve to ask if I thought his skin looked. Y'all, I'm embarrassed for her to read this.
You need to finish so we get the full scope of this. Hey,
said-
Terrence, thank you for joining in.
Hey, said skin looked glowy. Asked if his skin looked glowy. I don't even ask my sister if my skin looks glowy. Wow, what is glowy?
I think he meant dewy like my face was
it
earlier
dewy?
when I was sweating.
She said glowy.
She meant dewy.
Yeah.
That's
She said,
the
"I'm
word.
exhausted. I want to feel like a woman, not like
She's
I'm
exhausted.
raised."
See?
I don't want to raise a grown man child. I need a partner who can handle things, not one who has a meltdown when they don't have his milk at Starbucks.
Uh-oh.
So, ladies, am I wrong for wanting him to man up a little, or is this just the new norm?
Ooh, fellas, women, what's going on out here in these streets?
Hold up. My personal trainer was on here. Hey, Jonathan.
Your personal trainer.
Hey,
Hey,
Jonathan.
Jonathan, give us some. I need some comments from Jonathan because he works with probably a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you find that men are more in their soft girl era now?
I tell you.
I want him to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got a
Gregory.
situation here. So she said she don't want to complain too much. She wants somebody that is absolutely, in tune with their emotions,
Yes.
right? However,
Yes.
she don't want no soft joker either, right?
Who wants a soft joker? Listen, first of all, my daddy taught me how to get up under my car and change my own oil.
Do you
Okay.
really for real?
I probably couldn't do it on these new cars.
But back in the
But
day,
back in the day when you had Shade Tree Mechanic and Jimbo and them would, change oil for a case of beer. So that's the thing. So my daddy taught me that. So I know how to look at that and I can change my own tire. Now, but does that make me masculine? No. Makes me
that's out of
smart.
necessity. That's out of necessity.
It's out of necessity.
Yeah. Because when you're single, you don't always have a man to help out or to do those things.
But if something goes wrong with my car, don't think I'm gonna drive it down to the dealership because one, they're gonna charge me an arm and a leg.
Well,
just
wait a
to
minute
look
now.
at it.
You gonna try to fix
need
it?
No, that joker need to get up under my car and see what that noise is.
Okay.
Come on now.
Now listen, I mean, not
We got-
every
we
man's
gotta
equipped
look
to be a mechanic either. Now, if it's the check on something so he can communicate that to the mechanic. But are you saying every man gotta fix it?
Look, I don't care if he has to go to the shower. People know they charge different prices to women and men.
I agree. So this is where
us-
I'm going. This is where I'm going. So to have your man go, he should be the one to take it, but not necessarily to fix it.
If I love her, I'm fixing it while she makes lunch and bam.
Bam. Okay, that's
Bam.
teamwork making the dream work. Is that what's his name? Planters.
That's what I'm talking
about. That's exactly how it should be.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
a lot
of
women,
men are not.
Hey, you
They're just
guys.
sitting there, not doing
What do
anything
y'all
to help the
think?
situation.
I want to hear what y'all have to say about this
Yeah.
because apparently we're dealing.
That's my whole point.
We are
Lafayette.
walking
That's
into-
my point. At least you would be willing to take it to.
Yes.
We're not gonna invite nobody in today unless y'all really got some
we
comments.
in the era of a bunch of Q-tips.
What?
Q-tips, they soft. We're in the era of a bunch of Q-tips. Where are the brothers that would come in the house with their coveralls on and had oil stains on them? Where are they? Where are they?
Hopefully
Let's
they
think
had
about it.
another job
Think about it.
working. What?
I grew up, daddy go out there, he mow the lawn, he changed the oil. Now, y'all, let's think about this. I pay a guy $40 a week to mow my lawn,
Correct.
right? I take it to the shop to get my oil change. Where are the brothers that used to get down and dirty?
Okay, so I got to talk about that because more brothers may be educated, more may have different type. Listen to me, may have different kind of jobs, but that still doesn't absolve them from doing the things like Lafayette had mentioned. Hey, I may not be able to fix it, but I will take it to the shop to get fixed. Do you see what I'm saying?
Somebody said stone YouTube it. Exactly. You can learn how to YouTube it. I learned how to take my maintenance light the other day off of YouTube while I was sitting
You
in my
learned how to
driveway.
do what?
Take my I just went to take and get my oil
Oh,
change. You know what
I
I said? I went to take my car to get the oil change. And they forgot to reset it, so it said maintenance required. So I had to reset it. YouTube, you can YouTube anything.
I don't understand what they're saying, so I don't understand what that
True
comment is
bond
about.
relationships are one per every something. Found that the truth partners in their
Hey, thank you for the gift giving today. We appreciate you helping us to reach our goal. You know, today is Fun Friday, and sometimes we have fun, we laugh, but sometimes there are things that come up.
This is a serious topic.
But it's something that I think a lot of people are dealing with, but we're not talking about, which is why we're talking about it today.
Well, did we create this though? Because we asked for
We, being women?
Women.
Okay.
We asked for a man that is sensitive.
Absolutely.
We wanted a man that was more sensitive and in tune with us emotionally. But you still want a man that knows how to handle business. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Wait a minute now. When you're talking about business, you're
All
talking
around.
All right. You're talking about being a protector, provider,
Yes.
prayer warrior. Like,
Yes.
okay, thank you. Be
Yes.
specific for these people, so they're not only thinking you're coming from a sexual
I
thing.
was
Because
not.
it's
Listen, y'all. Hey, y'all
just
be doing that because
saying.
my mom is probably watching.
That's what I'm saying. So for Miss Shirley, I want her to
Shirley.
understand you were
Yeah.
talking about the
Well-rounded
well-rounded.
man.
Hugh says everybody is not finding their match.
Folks are finding matches. What does it say? I can't read that.
Of their
Producer.
longing.
Of the what?
Everybody is not finding their match of their truth. Folks are finding matches of their longing.
So you're
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So listen, and I'm learning this.
yeah.
We want things to come in a certain package.
You ain't
what
lying.
like you were just saying about her. How did she end up with that? Like this one here. But I'm not gonna hurt my man's feelings, y'all. I just.
What do you
no.
mean by that?
Well, she said she jokes with him and she hurt his feelings. You know, he said she said she jokes with him. He says, "Oh, she hurt his feelings." But there comes a point where you have to decide what do you want. There's a want and there's a need. You know what I mean? And I think people are they're picking with their eyes.
I think honestly, if she's having an issue with it, she should communicate with him. She should say, "Hey, you know, why would you not take my like?"
I don't think you can teach that though.
But
How
can,
she-
okay,
he's
maybe.
grown. He
But
is grown.
in his, maybe
Grown
he
and
was,
gone.
maybe he in his, that. I'm just playing, you know, an app, just trying to look at it from different scenarios.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he's never had to do that before. But if she communicated that to him, and she made sure that he, you know, and just gave her desired, and he didn't step up, that's something different.
If I tell you something wrong with my car, you need to go out there and get on the
I-
ground. and
listen
look
now.
under my car. That's it's,
I'm
that's
not
simple.
saying that's wrong, but I'm just saying, what if he's never had to do that?
that he needs to learn. Like somebody just
now
said,
I'm in
you
agreement.
can YouTube it.
Yeah, I understand that. I agree.
Somebody said this man said most conversations are solved by saying
Yes,
yes, dear.
dear.
You a wise man. You probably been married a long time,
And you're probably
Like you
happily
said,
married
and
too.
happily
I promise you
married.
that. I promise you that. But here's the deal. I think that we should be serving each other. I don't understand. And I think, and I'm just like the guy said. If I go check the car, can you make me a sandwich? I mean, where's the reciprocity
Look, girl,
here?
if he go and check my car, I'm gonna fry him some chicken. We having chicken, rice with gravy, and you might get some candied yams. Listen, that's
I'm saying,
you take
right.
because you take care of him. If
Right.
he's doing that, you take care of him. You hear me?
We take care of each other.
I'm
Pink
telling
jobs
you.
and blue jobs. What's that, producer?
He's talking about the different lining them up, women and exactly. Well, there's a blending in genders now.
So what? Okay, so the men are saying, I want to be. If the NBA guys are saying, I want to wear a skirt. But what if he wears a skirt and he still checks
you
your
ain't never
oil?
see Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippens come
I'm
through
just
that
saying.
with no skirt. You did not.
But that's what the
You
younger
did not.
generation particularly are dealing with, and this is what the issue is.
Why do you want to wear a skirt, sir? I don't even want to wear a skirt half the time. Why do you want to wear a skirt? Seriously.
Oh, who's this? Okay, planners. Nope, I'm single.
Oh, I'm
I'm
single.
single,
I
I
got something for holding a door. Oh, you got cussed
Oh
out for
no!
holding.
Oh no! See this.
That's
Let's go back to
ridiculous.
the.
That's crazy.
Let's go back to sometimes
Come
women.
on my door. You might get cussed out.
Women are sometimes. Some women are causing men to not want to be chivalrous or anything. I think it's so rude if somebody is
Because of this foolery that they see.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh, it's ridiculous.
they're gonna end up being by themselves. You're gonna end up being by yourself, chasing the bag, and
Yeah.
you end up chasing your tail in your hotel by yourself.
Toxic feminism is real as
It
well. So
is.
let's talk
Hey,
about
look,
that
Carol.
because sometimes women
Myra.
and some women are like this. So we can talk about women. Join in if this is you or if
I
it's
used
not
to be
you.
one of those women.
Talk
so
about
I can
what you
talk
used to be.
it.
Talk about
I
it.
used to be one of those women because of corporate, making my own money, own my own
Mm-hmm.
house, own my own car. I'd be like, I don't need a man. I don't need a man.
I
I
think
got
that is ridiculous.
Y'all, I was a walking fool.
She's not now.
I'm not now. I'm wiser. I'm so much wiser. But when I was younger, because that's how you're raised, and you know, that's what was instilled in me. Because I was raised by some very strong women. That that's just kind of just what it don't depend on the man for anything.
Rideshare rate says it starts when women say their boys or
So
sons are
cute.
cute. Let's talk about that.
Let's
So
talk about that, 'cause I
is she
say
using
mine
the
are
wrong?
handsome
Whoa,
all
whoa, whoa!
the
Is she
time.
using the wrong word? Like she should be saying
Oh my
handsome.
God, hey, Kareem.
Well, I want to talk about that. Cute is applicable to a woman and maybe handsome to a boy. So where
I
are you
can
going
see
with
that.
that? Yeah,
I
I
can
understand,
see
but I
that.
want
I
to make
can see
sure
that.
I'm speaking.
I can see that.
90% of
Yeah.
Atlanta is what? In their girl era.
I'm sit back on that.
Yeah, she should say, and I agree with that. I do agree with being, but you should let your young man know that he is handsome. He looks nice
I know.
today. I think men and women should compliment each
should
other.
compliment each
because
other.
if you're not doing it, somebody else is outside your relationship. So please know that.
And you don't want everybody in your child's ear.
No.
You do
No.
not.
No.
Y'all, let me tell you something. Spirits are real. You don't want everybody in your
I love
child's ear.
this. He says, I'm tired of this game. I want matching outfits in church on Sundays. Let the church say amen. Because you guys.
Oh, that is so cute.
That's
You mean
so
when
cute.
the men
Wear
and the
the
wife
same colors
coordinate?
and
I
stuff.
know,
I love
right?
it. I love it.
You gonna do that when you get your boo?
Absolutely. If he's
Me
open
too.
to
Me
it, why
too.
not?
And y'all know the best part? I can make my own clothes. So guess what? I can make that joker a tie every Sunday to match my
That'd be
dress.
cute.
I made this one, girl.
What you
Oh,
say?
yes,
When you gonna
honey.
make my dress? I want it.
Yes. I'm telling you, I can make my own.
Okay.
So we good.
All right, we're good.
We gonna be
We're
matching
good.
every
Okay,
Sunday.
there you go. I think it's beautiful. If that's what you want, if that's y'all's thing, because I love togetherness. So yes.
Oh my God, he said he agree with you. He had self-esteem issues growing up. It will.
Yeah.
And I had a long talk with my youngest last night and told him, hey, you're better than this.
Yeah.
We were talking about his school grades, and I know how smart he is. It's just being lazy. So, but then too, after I told him that, I was in there saying, you want me to go cook you some chicken? Y'all, that's my answer for everything. Y'all done sit here and told this boy, took everything out of his room down, but like, you want me to go fry you some chicken?
That's crazy.
See, now,
Girl.
if his
It's
dad
about
was
the chicken.
still-
It's about the chicken.
some chicken. If my husband was still alive, he'd probably say, go on upstairs and eat no food. We need that balance because
Yeah.
we're so.
But that's the way God created it.
us. Yes.
That was the intent. Hello, hey, really, dude. What's going on?
Oh my God! Hey.
I know. Did you miss us, really, dude?
We missed
seeing
you. 2 weeks. We were gone for 2 weeks.
Hey, y'all. We're talking. It's Fun Friday, y'all.
I can't believe
And
Kareem
we are
is not
still-
saying anything because I know he always has insight.
What's up with it? We're
But Kareem
Facebook.
was
Where
always
y'all at?
And I can't. My people over here, all this. I can't see y'all. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you
I'm
missed
gonna
us
get
very
my
much.
glasses.
Thank you, really, dude. Hey, but you know what? Today we're talking about are men in their soft girl era, and is that a problem? And we say, yeah, it is. We need men to be
It is.
men.
I need men to be men. I need you to get up under that car. I'm gonna need you to get up and mow that lawn.
Okay,
Right?
Is it my turn again? Okay. Ooh. Okay. TNT podcast. I never thought I'd be writing this, but here I am because apparently I'm not man enough for my girlfriend. At least that's what she tells me daily. Look, I try to be a good boyfriend. I communicate. I check in on her feelings. I make sure we're aligned emotionally. I like candles. I get my eyebrows threaded. Is this a dude? He gets his sorry. I get my eyebrows threaded. I enjoy a good oat milk latte.
Hey.
And somehow all of this makes me less of a man. This is interesting. She says I complain way too much, but but is it really complaining, or am I just expressing my emotions? Whoa. Apparently men aren't supposed to say things like, that tone was kind of harsh, or I just feel like you don't appreciate me. Well,
I can't get past the eyebrow threading.
I thought emotional.
I don't even get my
listen
eyebrows
now.
threaded. It
I
hurts.
thought emotional intelligence was a green flag, but in her eyes, I guess I'm just a walking red ick. She calls me a little.
She calls him a bitch. I'll say it.
Anytime I hesitate on something, she thinks I should automatically know how to do it. My car made a weird noise, so he suggested calling a mechanic instead of popping the hood himself. Suddenly, I'm disappointed. He's a disappointment to his ancestors. I told her she was being mean in front of her friends once, and she hit me with, "OMG, you are so sensitive. Do you want me to burp you too?" Oh my.
Did I write that?
Did you? I take my skincare.
That's something I would say.
I take my skincare seriously, and she says she's tired of me asking if my serum is working.
What is up with all these people
Wait a
with
minute.
skincare?
Skincare is important. See how
It
it's
is for
glowing?
us, but men-
no, men should have good skin too, though. I feel like no matter what I do, she wants me to be tougher, rougher, and more manly. But that's just not me. I thought women wanted men who communicate and take care of themselves. Am I really too soft, or is she too harsh? Whoa.
So he wrote that, right? You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I know for a fact that these are same two people. So she wrote this and he wrote that. Listen, dude, get your behind under that car.
Let's see. Why
Go on
suggesting to call?
YouTube.
Tell her I will take care of it and call. Yes, we agree. We agree. So wait a minute. So this is from a male perspective that's saying, "Hey, I am in touch with my emotions. I like lattes. I like candles. When you hurt me, I'm communicating to you. This is making me hurt. Why is he wrong?"
I'm still on the eyebrow threading.
No. Okay.
I
I get that. But I'm talking about the other stuff that he feels he needs in a relationship. Why can't he express that? Hey, y'all,
there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. There is
nothing wrong with a man taking care of himself. Thank you very much.
No, there's not.
He said, yes, she's harsh, huh? She is harsh. He watched his mother do it. See what I'm saying? So that doesn't make him wrong.
Renee said, hey,
If he likes to, keep everything tight and right, I mean, I don't know. Is that wrong, guys? I don't know.
Listen, you tell me that when you dating a dude and you go in there to get some of your olive oil or your coconut oil and it's empty because that joker done used it all. There's just a fine line, y'all. It's a fine line.
I don't know.
Somebody said black coffee, work, weekends, honey for me. That's a man.
Oh, so James says
What about
she's
fishy?
afraid he will look better than her.
Oh, that's wrong.
Maybe.
That's wrong.
So guys, can you chime in and let us know?
That's so wrong.
Do you care about skincare? Do you? Because I like a man that is well groomed, that smells good, that cares about how he
I had to go
dresses.
for those.
What?
My oldest is very into his skin and he has a beard.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, I got it by him. He has the beard balm that came from Neiman's.
And it's expensive, and
honey,
he's all man.
Yes, he is. He's
so
very
why
nice.
is that wrong if he has a skincare routine?
It's not. You just have to have a balance. From what it seems to me, and I really think these are the two same people. I could be wrong. You gotta have a
But
balance.
if he doesn't take care of himself, then she ain't gonna be happy with that either. Yeah.
That's it. Oh yes.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping yourself together, because we like eye candy too.
Yeah.
Hello? So Gregory uses Dial and lotion. Thank you very much. So you're
Dial is that yellow bar.
I know it is. See, old school.
You old
Yeah,
school.
you
and
should-
stick to
do
the
they still make Dial?
Girl, yes.
I don't know. I'm into
They
Dove,
still
so I
use
don't know. There's nothing wrong with keeping
and but
there's nothing wrong with upkeep,
them
but
skinny
arguing
jeans.
about skinny
Listen.
jeans. Oh my God.
Listen, don't get me started.
That's facts. Now that's
You
true.
know what I call them? Because my kids want to run. I told them if they don't go out there and get out of them goody tights. I call them goody tights. My mama cracks up. She laughs at me. I say, get out of them goody tights. I don't like them.
Hello, he says he cares about skincare. He is the occasion everywhere he goes. I can't even read because your shirt.
I am the occasion.
Everywhere- I love
that
it.
means you the bomb.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not mad at you.
You want your woman to be tight and right. You want her to be
Yes.
flawless. Like
Yes.
why should we put a lot? Do
Hey.
y'all men don't understand all the work that comes into putting ourselves together. So
it's a lot.
It's a lot, and we do it for y'all. We do it for us, but you guys get the benefit. But the point I'm making is, why wouldn't a woman want a man that is taking care of himself as well?
Because the problem is in taking care of himself. Did he say anything about taking care of her?
He was complaining about what she did to him.
Exactly. I didn't
mean,
hear anything about him taking her.
I think that their communication is off.
Somebody said she's jealous. She should cheer
might
him,
be, I don't
not
know.
beat him up.
That's
Really
right.
do? Okay.
So, do you
Jay said
think
she's
he's too?
jealous.
Do you think that he is too much in his soft girl era, or that he's just being his own man?
Somebody said we on the been on here 2 years. I'm gonna follow y'all. Y'all the truth.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Follow us. I am Tanika Donnell, realtor. This is titled Tina. In our real lives, we are in real estate.
Title company.
Yeah,
Real
come on
estate
now.
title company.
So, but we have fun
come
on
to
Fridays because we love to
We
to
love to
chit
laugh
chat.
and chit-chat.
You know.
Well, listen.
What's up?
There's nothing wrong with this brother. I mean, I don't want to be laying next to no ashy brother. So I'm okay.
And no rough brother, like,
No,
ugh,
no.
my
So
skin is
I'm
way
okay
too
with
soft
that.
for that.
But he didn't say anything about taking care of her.
No. Whoa. Let's
Read
redefine
it,
this.
read
Okay.
it again now.
First
Now,
of
I
all,
don't think she should, well, I'm gonna say this for you.
What?
She shouldn't call him out of his name, though. You should
No,
because you know why?
no.
Ladies, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do
because
that.
you wouldn't want
You're
that brother to
emasculating
call
him.
you that B word.
oh my God. I
Them
wish
is
you
fighting
would.
words.
What?
Girl,
No.
This coffee
no.
will go sit there. No.
That's respect.
So
Y'all
that's
should be respectful
respect.
of one another in your relationship. And if you're not, then this is not the relationship
It's not
for
for
you.
you. It's
So,
not for
and
you.
in that aspect,
No.
I think that he's probably with the wrong person because another woman would be very happy with him taking care of himself, him being
He's not
open to
that
her.
bad.
I don't think he's bad at all.
Well, because you know what? At least he said he would call a mechanic.
True. And y'all can go get your eyes done together.
I wish I would.
That's quality time, right? I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
No, I'm not gonna say that,
So
'cause I did
James
date a
says
guy
she
with-
sounds loud, rude, and disrespectful, and I agree. But I bet
Yeah.
you he's with her because she's super fine or something.
Why you gotta do the air quotes?
Because men, we've talked about this before. How are y'all choosing your women?
About what they see.
Of course. So he probably picked her and chose her based upon her looks at first. And I bet you she did the same thing, but now she's complaining about it.
Oh, Jason, some men do because some men act like women.
Your wagon dragon? What is that?
Look, I don't know which one you must be talking about.
I
I don't
understand
have a
what that means.
wagon.
I don't understand what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I know
slang,
what it
so I don't,
means.
if you could communicate more effectively, I
You-
don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Girl, producer, you would please tell her what wagon drive.
She don't know either.
I'm gonna take your black card. She has an excuse.
Is that your butt?
You
Your
know-
butt?
Yeah, that's your
Oh,
butt.
okay. How is it in the context of this?
What does that have to do
Do with
about
this?
this brother?
That's-
Oh, you asking if his wagon dragging? I don't
Oh.
know. You want us to hook you up with him? I don't know if his wagon is dragging.
His name is apparently not man enough. I don't know. Bobby B.
I don't know.
His prerogative.
Oh, thank you, Lou. We like you too. Thank you. What?
So,
Look, whoever Jackson is, get the hell off this feed.
oh Lord, let him alone. So, I think because no, let him go. Let's stay focused. You got just a little bit of time. OMG, this coffee is not kicking in yet. Come on.
It's
Stay
kicking in.
focused.
It's kicking
Stay
in. So
focused.
let me do mine. Okay.
I love this better question. What mindset is a person in when faced with one of interest? State of mind rules. So, I'm not sure what is he saying with that.
Someone can stand it. They're true. Oh, some men can. He said some women. The other one said that's a good comment.
Really?
He said
Th-
some
let's
women
talk
can't
about
stand
that.
to date attractive men. Is
So-
that true?
Not for me.
Why do you want somebody nobody else
So
wants?
I think so. What you're saying is she probably has an issue with him being so attractive because other women are interested in him,
Oh, so
and she's trying to kind of downplay that a little bit, perhaps.
Oh.
Y'all, you don't want to see the bodies because you need to pay attention to the mind, sir. The bodies are all right.
What?
So she's insecure. I would say she's definitely insecure. And that's what you need to be very cautious of when you are dealing with someone. Their insecurity. But I'm not saying she's
I ain't
insecure
saying
per
a
se.
word.
But I think that they're not a match. I don't think that they have the same.
You know what I'm saying? The communication is breaking down.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely communication.
It is about taking care of your health. I started out weighing 305 now. Now you're 105?
Congratulations!
Wow! And thanks to
Oh my
his
God.
wife, Roderick. Thank you for sharing that. That's a clear example. What? What are you laughing at?
I just laugh at some of these comments. They
Oh.
tickle me. And I can't. Over here, I got my people. I can't see y'all. I'm so sorry. Your girl, where I read this next time.
Your girl says
Yeah.
you guys date older men and Korean
American-
men. What?
American,
Are you asking
sir,
if we date a Korean?
First of all, there's two things in that. There's three things in my case that go in there that don't match. Date and married. Sir, you married. Date your wife.
Get your
Date
feet
your-
on my
I'm
face.
sorry.
What do you say?
Date your wife. Yeah. Oh, he said 160. Oh, congratulations.
Very good.
Yep. Somebody said we complicate relationships. I agree. Hey, Renee. Hey, I came. Y'all are just so sweet for joining us. Okay, so let me read mine.
Yeah, because
This is a good one.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Oh, dear TNT, I need to get this off my chest before I lose my mind. My
Yeah.
daughter, bless her heart.
Bless her
Ooh,
heart.
that sounds like something my mom would say.
Is
Has
your mama
always
racist?
struggled to find a good man. She's smart, beautiful, successful, but when it comes to dating, her standards drop lower than my patience at the DMV.
Right.
I love this woman. Already, girl, you talking. Now she's with this new guy, and listen, I know when a man is playing for the other team. I wonder which
Are they in
team she's talking
Atlanta?
about.
Are they in Atlanta?
The guy said 90%. That's what he said.
I think that's a real number. That's
She
a real
said, and
stat.
this young man, baby, she didn't put it like that, y'all. She put it B-A-B-Y, but I'm going to spell it B-A-B-E-E. Baby. He is front row at the Beyonce concert, hand on hip and singing every word. Single ladies. Oh, I can see it, girl. Can you see it? Okay, I'm talking. He's more comfortable. He's more excited about her outfits than she is.
Uh-oh.
He calls her girl, way too comfortable in the conversation.
His woman. Oh wow.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
She said, his edges stay laid better than hers.
That's funny.
First of all, ma'am, be happy she has edges, because there's a lot of edgeless people out there.
Hey, focus.
And let's not forget the biggest red flag, his brother. Oh, Lord. His brother is deep in down low territory. And when I say deep, I mean he got a
I
condo.
wonder if they. Oh my God. I wonder if they were raised by a single mother.
I bet they were. He gives my daughter's boyfriend a side eye every time he talks about dating women, like he knows something the rest of us don't. I've tried gently bringing this up to my daughter, but she swears he's just in touch with his emotions and comfortable with his masculinity. Baby, is he comfortable or vacationing in a whole other zip code? Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, girl. I think she's settling because she's tired of dating. Disappointment after disappointment. But I'd rather her be single and at peace than in a fake relationship just so she doesn't have to start over. So, ladies, do I say something?
Yes.
Or just let her figure this out on her own?
Ooh. Okay, so maybe she's blinded, the daughter. Maybe she's blinded because she's been single for so long. She's heard the stats out here that say, hey, it's tough to get a man, and I think she might be settling.
Listen, if that's the case, be by yourself. Just
Well, I would love to know the daughter's perspective, because
Yeah.
how does she not see this, but the mom does?
because she in love. Either that or she's tired.
So someone says it sounds like he's just comfortable in his femininity.
You think? Well, you know what? And
Somebody
you know,
said, hell
I'll tell you, I would. Yeah. I'm sorry. You know I got ADHD. I stay off.
Yeah.
In a
Stay
minute.
focused now on
So
this-
stay
on this
focused.
last one.
So this lady here, poor thing. I think she's probably just tired.
Yeah.
And the other part about it is
The daughter. You're talking about the
well,
daughter.
you know what, you guys? There are some men that are just feminine. They are straight, but they're feminine. I'm gonna tell
Do
you.
they call it mansexual? What do they call it?
Y'all. Let me tell y'all my story because you know I got.
Oh,
some.
Lord.
Listen. When I tell you, I dated a gentleman.
Yeah. What happened?
And we were at an event, we was at a gathering. I invited my pastors and some of these other people and everything else. So when I went to church that Sunday, they came to me and they said, Tina, is he gay? Now he was straight, but he did have some feminine tendencies.
Like what?
And I was
like what?
Just even the way he kind of talked was like an octave higher than my voice, and he did his nails.
Thank you, metrosexual. Thank you.
And that's metrosexual.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember.
That's what they are. They're metrosexual, and he just. Really
But is
was.
there anything wrong
But
with that?
It works for some people. It works for some people. Like
maybe somebody
me,
like a producer will say their points, their thoughts.
You know,
so
it works for some people, but for me, I couldn't do it. Because for one thing, I didn't want my family Talking
They
about how
would.
my
They
back-
would. They
oh,
totally
they
would
would have clowned
So,
me.
so
I can
the
take it
reason
back.
you couldn't be in that relationship is because you didn't want your family talking about you, or that
That-
you realized that
no,
wasn't a match.
because I'm afraid that brother was sliding out. Would be sliding. No, because I always had that in the back of my mind, like.
So blame his mother, and single mothers raise sweet men.
I agree.
You're
They
a
raise
you're a
their
boy,
girls.
but you're a boy mom. You're a boy
I'm
mom.
a boy mom.
So
My kids, I'll be the first to tell you, my boys are just now toughening up. They are soft.
speak the truth.
I'm gonna speak the truth.
What's soft
One thing I'm
about
not
them?
gonna
Why,
sugarcoat.
why do you think they're soft? What's soft about them, and what can they do
They're
now to,
soft.
like, give us an example?
I bet you neither one of my boys know what the dipstick is under the hood of a car. Didn't I
Why-
just tell?
but
Didn't
let me
y'all
ask
just
you
say I
something.
pay somebody to
Well,
mow
hold
my
on.
yard?
But you said your dad taught you how to do an oil
He
change,
did.
but why didn't you teach them?
That's a good point. I don't have an answer for that. See, I keep it real. I don't have an answer for that. I should have taught them that. I
'Cause
can
so-
tell you
so-
why.
so-
I can tell you exactly
Okay,
why.
why?
Because, and this is where, I remember I told y'all, the old me, too busy running, chasing the bag. Too busy running,
Speak the
trying to
truth.
make the money and
Well,
make
to
my
provide
career.
to provide for them as well,
To provide for my family. That's what we.
and that's why God designed it the way that He did, male
Because he-
and female.
Because it's supposed to be a balance. There's supposed to be a balance. And that's exactly why. So I think I did a video when my youngest graduated. I was sitting in the car and I was boohooing crying because I realized something. I was like, oh my God, I blinked. And now he's
grown,
he's
yeah.
grown. And I thought about how much all that time I wasted.
Yeah.
So busy working to make a living. And I forgot to have a life.
So, what the recommendation I think that you might give single ladies out here is, if you could do it differently, Tina, would you go back and find mentorship for them? Would you go back and make sure they're in Boys and Girls of America? You get them into, like, what would you do at your church? Talk through that a little bit.
Well, if it was the old, I wish I could go back
Yeah.
and tell the old me what the new me has learned.
Go back and tell the new.
Yeah.
Go back and
What
tell
I
her.
learned, yeah.
Tell her right
You know
now.
what I mean?
What would you? What would
I
you tell her? Yeah.
One, this stuff is not that important.
What's this stuff?
Chasing the material things,
Very
what
good.
the world says. What I should have been doing then was seeking His kingdom and His righteousness, and then for all that to be added unto me. And if you follow in line like that, you fall in order of the steps,
Yeah.
which means you actually get your God ordained mate. You have a balance in your household because you got a man that's covering you and that's praying for you. So those are the things I would have done, and I just think a lot of things would have turned out different. Now, I'm grateful for where I am
Oh,
in
absolutely,
my life.
absolutely.
I'm grateful, but I'm not going to be one of those people who say, I'm grateful and I wouldn't change a thing. I'm grateful, and yes, I would change a few things.
So I thank you for your transparency, because a lot of times people won't admit that. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, well, I did the best I could, but that's not what you did. But you're also saying, if I had a chance,
could have done
I would
it
do it
different.
differently.
I would do
and I
it
think that's
different.
important for people to hear, because somebody might just, even if it's one person that hears that, says, you know what, let me go get to my church, let me get to or seek other opportunities to get my son. And here's what I will say: I came from a single parent,
I did too.
female environment, right? And a lot of times we don't get a chance to see the men in action, okay, or what a man should be like.
See,
On an everyday basis.
You were raised from birth
all
to,
female. Yes,
See,
yes.
mine being a divorce, I was like 14, so I did get to experience and see that. But the difference is, but like you just said,
Yeah.
where I think we do a disservice a lot of times, and I'm going to talk to my sisters out there. Stop telling your daughters they do not need a man.
Woo, please stop.
Stop.
That
Please.
is so not biblical.
You do them such a disservice when you tell them that, honestly. Not saying they're dependent on a man, none of those things, but stop.
So, it's
'cause
a balance.
It's a balance. And the other thing is, it's God's design.
Now,
It's
you
his
should teach
design.
your daughters. Like I'm so grateful, even though divorce
You got all girls.
I do, but their dad is very much active in their life, and that's
Yeah,
a
it is.
blessing.
It's
So they're
beautiful.
not missing anything in the aspect to see a man and how a man's supposed to treat them,
Exactly.
how a man cares for them. They firsthand get a chance to see this. But I myself never got a chance to experience that.
Oh, I love that.
So, it's very important that women instead of I had to learn how to be independent. I had to understand how to make it on my own. But once you understand it and you get a man who is willing to step into his role, let him.
That's the
problem.
Let him.
Yeah,
let
you
him.
gotta let him.
Kim said the thing. I love it. What he just said. He said, "You need a man in the village, if not in the home, so that they have someone to emulate."
There
and
you
I
go.
agree. Remember back in the day, it takes a lot of times it does take a village to raise a child. But I think that's where there's a breakdown in our culture. You know what I mean? Definitely, there's a breakdown.
Yeah, and God did say it is not. He did not design for man to be alone. That is absolutely right.
Oh, I love it. Has God is needed. Scripture teaches the importance of both parents. Amen. God said
Genesis
it is
2:18. You better say
I
it,
was
really,
waiting for.
dude.
I was ready for that. That's it. God said it's not good for man to be alone. I'm telling you, that is it too. I'm telling you, young men need to be around strong men so they can come.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And what about men who have been around men that haven't been the best examples of how to be a man? They still need, because that's a real thing too.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? That's what they're.
That's Bestie and hey Bestie, Portia. We talk about this all the time.
You need a man in the village thing. Right?
Yeah, you need a man in the village, if not in the home, to teach them and for them to emulate. Yeah, that's it. That's what
I love it. Broderick.
Uh-huh.
Broderick says he vows to. I think be committed to his wife and kids until he's dead. Basically.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
See, that's what we need more of. Because when you go against it, what do we always talk about in the African American family about the gap, the wealth gap.
Oh my God!
And part of that is y'all. It's you got two incomes.
You can
guess what?
You can do more.
Some things. You can do versus one when you're barely getting by. Versus two. So it's just a beautiful thing because you're not only and that's what and the reason why we do this.
Yeah.
Because we want to break the curse.
The generational
curse.
Yeah.
Especially in our culture.
Yeah.
It is just decreasing how many marriages and two-parent
it's
households.
alarming.
It's alarming.
You guys probably missed our podcast where we talked about the generational and wealth gap between Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic, and Black. Oh my God. Black African Americans or Black Americans are at the very low end of wealth, and it's the number one reason is because they're not married.
They're not married.
They're the least demographic that is married, and therefore the least able to come together and create unity and create wealth and equity over the years and have longevity. And it saddens us. And that's not biblical. That's not of God. And that's why we have this podcast every Friday to talk about how to break that kind of curse.
Right. And look like we got another one need to pray on here right here.
What's that?
All these soft men. We're going to pray over, honey, this going on my prayer list. These people going on my prayer list too. It's something, it's just something to see the way how far the people have gotten from God. And that's the reason why we have it. And y'all better understand. It's just like anything. God is the light. His son is the light. Yeah. And anytime you get further and further away from the light, what happens?
Come on now.
It gets darker and darker and darker. And pretty soon, if y'all joke in this current administration, it's going to be pitch black.
Somebody said, it can be there if we stop consuming. We also are the number one consumers out here. So you're absolutely correct.
Amen.
But it's because we haven't been taught how to do it right. A lot of people haven't been taught how to create wealth, keep wealth, and to stop consuming as much.
No, I wasn't taught about budgeting and credit and all of those things. Now we educate our clients
all the time.
Now I love it. We educate our clients all the time about it. But that's because we've gone through it. But we learned the art way. It says our wealth is there. Amen. That's when he says stop consuming. We are the number one consumers. That's what's sad. African Americans, we are the number one consumers. That's why I'm telling you, our dollars are powerful. Have y'all read how Target took that hit?
Come on now.
They took a hit. Now they want to blame it on everything else, but the bottom line is they needed us black and brown people up in them aisles. Right?
It's true. That's facts. It all works together.
It's facts.
It all works together. Okay, y'all. So this is what we see is there are some men operating in their soft girl era, and communication is key in relationships. And so the point I'm making is, what you gonna do if you got a soft man who's operating that soft girl era?
What I'm gonna do? Me and him gonna be the best friends.
You gonna be besties? Is he gonna be your man though? Is it gonna be your man or is it gonna be okay? Oh, there you go.
No, I can't do that.
So the takeaway is men need to step into their proper role and be a man. But if he likes to, does it mean if he likes lotion and skincare, does that make him soft? Because I don't think it does.
Good. No.
I don't think it does.
I don't want no ashy
It
brother.
just-
I don't want. And now look at the opportune word. I'm gonna say it. Okay. I do not want a ashy brother.
Soft men are broken.
That answer your question, Jackson?
We're going loose. Too many. That's right. You're right. Let me put my glasses on because I can see that.
Okay.
We also have 2 generations of children raising children. That's very
I
true.
know.
Granny and
It's
Mama
true.
date the same. Oh my God, you're right. Date from the same pools.
I thought he said the same dude. I was like, what?
Well,
Jerry
but that's the
Springer?
same thing.
That's some Jerry
but
Springer
what he's
stuff
saying
too.
is the same. They're dating from the same
Oh.
circle of men. So
She
it's true.
said, that's true. We want to live in the microwave sense, quick and not meditate through the process. Ain't that true? Friend zone.
Hey, who's that coming
That's
in?
Portia.
Hey, is it Kyle? I can't see
Who is
that.
that? Hope
MT
y'all
Kyle.
having a good day. Hey, Kyle.
Hey y'all, if you
Hey,
haven't
Kyle.
followed, before we close out, if you haven't followed us, come on y'all, what you waiting for? If you haven't liked this podcast, what's up with that? If you haven't hit the bell, you gotta hit the bell so then you know when we're coming. Tanika Donnell, Realtor,
Title Tina.
every Friday usually at 11:30, unless
Yep.
something tragic comes up or something.
Yeah, it
we're
happens.
here.
It happens.
And we're just talking about topics that people always reach out to us
Yeah,
about.
true.
If y'all want to talk about something in particular, let us know. But we're here every Friday,
Hey,
every
Tony.
Friday having fun. Thank you, Facebook, for tuning in tuning in as well. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Love your energy too, Kyle.
we appreciate you.
Tune in at the
Hey,
Real
don't-
Title Tina.
Tanika Donnell, Realtor. Hey, send some business. We're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area
Yeah.
as well. Quit playing, y'all. We love what we do. We have a passion for it. So if you know anybody that is interested in real estate and needs our services, please don't hesitate to let us know.
Give us a
All right?
call.
All right.
What for you? Want to give your number?
Not,
They can find it anyway. They can Google it.
that's true now.
So I give y'all mine. It's 214-994-7205. I'm Title Tina with the Red Wine Law Firm and Experience Title.
817-890-7325. Call Tanika Donnell Realty. We
All
are
right,
here
guys.
for it. Love y'all. See you next week.
Toodles.
Be blessed. All right. Bye.
Go have 5 seats, Jackson.
He was just